Come with me, everybody, as I show you how I made this carnival style welcome sign. This is a party prop. Bear with me, this is my first time making this party prop. I've always wanted to do this, so come with me, let's work. So I went and got this long piece of plywood from Home Depot, and I needed it extra because I needed to make an arch. So I cut out this piece is about 11 inches long and about 8 inches wide. And then I have this board that's going to be my base. So I have a big base and then I have a smaller base to sit on top so I can give the long stem wood a base to stand on and adhere to. So what I did is I just put this and I measured it and then I cut it and then I sanded the edges so the edges can be very smooth. This is one of those smooth grade sandpapers and I just did it by hand. I have on a mask and a facial mask just to block me from all the dust because I hate the dust. So I'm just making sure I have a good clean edge, soft edge. I don't want any of those extra wood splinters to get anywhere near me or stick me in my skin. So I'm just cleaning up everything because the next video will be about the first balloon arch that I'm actually making. So I'm making sure I'm just cutting all my wood for that step. From there, I'm gonna get just a small cloth, cotton cloth. And I'm just gonna pour some mineral spirits on it. I just want to clean off the wood, make it fresh. This is another reason why I wear the mask, is for the odor, making sure that I'm just protecting myself from the smells. But I just want to make sure I get all that dust off and everything off of the wood so I can start working with it. So my husband had already drilled holes in it. I put glue, so I put that small top on the big base and I put wood glue under the bottom, and he nailed about a couple screws in it to keep it down. So I decided I'm just going to measure it and then have a center. So this is my long board. This board is about 72 inches tall, and I'm just going to sit it directly in the middle of that mark that I made on a smaller board. I went and brought these brackets, you'll see them in a bit, these corner brackets, to make sure that I can put the long stem to the base of the wood and it will stay and it will sustain. So I'm just trying to measure my areas, making sure that it's centered. I don't want it to tilt over or fall. And then I'm just going to pre-drill the holes from the holes that come in the brackets. They're about a 3/4 inch wood brackets. So I kind of just put the brackets in the place that I know that I need them, and I just pre-drill the holes, and then I get the screws that came with the pack. It comes with like 4 brackets and a few screws, and then I'll just put it in place and I nail it down. And this is pretty much what it looks like. So it seems secure, it's not moving, it's kind of shaking a little bit. So I only added 2 brackets at this point, so I'm probably gonna have to add the 2 more just so it can have a full, it can stay and be leveled. So this is what it looks like after I've already sprayed it. I'm using this very bright turquoise color. I give it time to dry, a few hours to dry. So now I want to add my signs, but first I got to measure it just to make sure I have enough foam board for my actual signages that are going on here, and that I can measure between. So I want to make sure I have enough space between each one. And this is what you need. You just need a measuring tape. This was like super easy. It wasn't too hard for me to figure out. You watch a few YouTube videos, you can figure out a lot of things. Gotta thank God for my treasures, because with the gift of just creation and creating things, I'm able to just use my mind and create things that I feel I can't at one point, but I struggle through and I get through it. And I love the results of how this actually came out. So I'm not putting it on here. I'm not basing it on here as in permanent. Right now I'm just trying to put some painter's tape on the back. I just want to just put it up here and I want to see what it looks like. So you'll see in between as I'm trying to put a little pressure on the top of it. It's going to fall because, it's painter's tape on wood and it's foam on the back of this. This thing here is about a 11 by 17. I'm sorry, it's probably about an 18 by 17 paper that I got printed out, and I just put it on foam board and I cut it out to size. So I just want to see what it will look like outside, because this is going to be in the elements outside, but I just want to see how much space I'm going to have in between each foam sign that I'm going to put up here permanently within the next day or so. So that's the first top. So that's more of the big welcome sign. The other signs are about 11 by 17 in printable size, and they just different directional signs, like this way, fun. See, you can see it's just gonna keep dropping because I'm not adhering it 100% to the board. I just want to measure it just for a little bit, just so I can get a good picture and a video. It doesn't matter if it keeps falling. I'm not putting it on here permanently right now. Yep, that fell. Okay, so we're gonna try again, because you know I don't give up. So I'm gonna put it there. I'm just gonna get it there enough just so it can sustain for a good photo and a good video. Put a little pressure. I just want to measure it. It's nothing, not a big deal. Then I'm gonna get my next board, and I'm just gonna put it down a couple, you know, inches below the first sign, just so I can get an idea of how much space is gonna be in between each one, because I am gonna add a basket on here also. And the basket is gonna say something like grab a nose and clown around. So it's gonna have like clown noses in it, where people could just walk in, grab a nose, and go to the party and have fun. So it's more like an interactive sign, you know, kind of cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to keep these boards on here for as long as I can before they fall down, because it's nothing on the back of them but some painter's tape. So, and that's just so I don't destroy the paint on the wood either, but just enough. All of these boards are 11 by 17 in printable size, and then the back of them to hold the actual paper is a foam board that I pasted Mod Podge paste on the back of the paper, and I just glued it to top of the foam board in order for it to stay on the foam board. And then I'm gonna drill my hole. Yeah, and this is how it came out. Keep following my work, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube at The Loftons. Bye.